Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. This is going to be, I think, like a quick testimonial or just a lamb back, off of a video I saved. And this is a GMS Info Doc Channel 12 here you see highlighted in the Learn and Study playlist that I have been linking in the videos that I upload within the description box. So Elder Apostle Aram Lab is going to say something here. I'm going to let it roll and then we'll talk about it from there. And that'll be the video. So stand by. Let me I think I got it right here. I think I have it queued up correctly. So here we go.
What? Here in America and around the world, but specifically here. That's why you see all these different sightings. It's the Lord's chariots, his angels are in the midst of the house, the midst of Esau's house.
Okay, before he finishes, the reference scripture, the reference precept we're talking about here is Zechariah 5, 3 and 4, I believe. So let's read here. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. All right, referring to the sightings of the Lord's chariots, right? What they're calling UAPs, what they're calling drones. And I'll probably do a part two, although it won't be called part two, but on them trying to control the narrative on the word drone. These are not drones. Okay, so I will do a second video and we'll go into what a drone is, the actual definition of a drone. Okay, they have the orbs, what the ignorant, okay, what the unlearned and what the uninitiated call orbs, we understand are the chariots of the Lord. And then you have their drones, the man-made drones that follow the laws of physics. And they are up there trying to surveil. Forgive me. Yeah, they're up there trying to surveil, but the chariots aren't going to let them get too close. All right, so let's let the apostle finish here, and then I'll bring a couple things out, especially a testimony physically and within a dream I had.
They're all around, they're everywhere. If the Lord was to open up the spirit world right now to the whole world, you will see chariots and angels all throughout. You will see chariots and angels all throughout. Like right now, we're looking at a flock of birds, and they're creating some type of design or something.
Yeah, I see that.
As birds flying. It's almost like they're going around a chariot or something.
Yeah.
So that if the Lord was to open up the spirit world, you'd be able to see all these different chariots and all these different angels.
You about to see them through the sunroof.
Look at that.
I don't know if we can catch it.
Hopefully we can.
Okay, so as birds flying, let's get that. He paraphrased it. We'll read it here, Isaiah 31 and 5, straight to the point. As birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem, defending also he will deliver it, and pass over he will preserve it. And passing over he will preserve it. Okay, so there's two things I wanted to mention. He was saying if the Lord opens the eyes of everybody, they would see things going on around them. And again, I want to mention I brought up Bleach, the anime Bleach, and before the main character had his spiritual eye, his third eye open, he walked around regularly throughout the earth not seeing anything. Or actually, no, I lied. He was able to see spirits. But when he was able to come what is a Shinigami or a Soul Reaper, he was able to see everything that others didn't. He was able to see the spirits that he was supposed to vanquish and send back to whatever realm they needed to be in. So another thing, these anime writers, they Lord be putting the spirit on them. They know some things, and call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahshua forward. Now we have like a visual representation, especially if you are an anime lover like myself. It's probably one of the better genres of things to watch. But I digress. So he mentioned that the Chariots can also be in the shape of a cloud. So I'll talk about this, and I just want to be brief because I don't have any precepts. This is something given my account of what I've seen in a dream and in the physical. So I'm going to mention that, and then that will be it because I don't have any scriptures lined up. So first thing in the physical, I do, I go for daily walks or jogs or whatever, or from outside. I see clouds, and he mentions that Elder Apostle here mentions that a little bit further on that sometimes the clouds are shaped like chariots, or it looks like the clouds are housing or covering something that is shaped like a chariot. Now, I've never physically seen the quote unquote orb or physically seen the chariot, but I do see those clouds and I do see weird shapes. And I look and I give a salutation. Yahweh Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatam. You know, I look, I salute, and then the cloud disappears. It's in a weird shape, and I'll give a salute. There's an inkling within me, and I'll give a salute, and it'll start to dissipate. And I do it even when I don't, when I haven't, I don't have that full inkling. It's just a suspicion, and I'll give a salute, and the cloud will remain. But there are other ones where it's just out in the middle of nowhere. There's no clouds in sight, and this one is kind of shaped funny. I give my salute, and then next thing you know, I'll look, and it starts to dissipate, and then there's no clouds in the sky. And that's when, I got to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because even though I don't see the physical chariot, that is still, the Lord extending that reassurance, that faith booster for me. And secondly, is a dream that I had. Now, I believe it was my little brother, my biological little brother that was with me, and I witnessed the clouds, or I'm sorry, I witnessed, I will, for the sake of, uh, you know, I guess for the lack of a better term, what they looked like was little balls of light, little orbs, okay? And I started to see, I was sitting out in the park, me and my brother, and then the cloud, or I guess the sky, somewhat unzipped, and it opened up, and the orbs looked like glow in the dark marbles just spilling over into our dimension. And as they spilled over, they got into a formation and they split, and they did a battle formation, and then they inched forward ever so slightly, and they made no sound. Okay, but behind me, if you've ever heard a fighter jet, you can hear jets from miles and miles away. The jet engines, you can hear them. So behind me are the jets that are scrambling, and they're coming to meet these chariots at at where they're at. So for a little bit, the chariots, they toy with them. They dance around the jets. The jets are trying to shoot them. They're trying to use their technology, these missiles that they've developed to lock on to these quote unquote orbs, or the chariots of the Lord. And for a while, they allow them to shoot, but they don't penetrate, or they'll hit and they'll explode, but nothing would happen. And then that's when the chariots start to do work, and some airplanes completely disintegrated. Others, I guess, were cut in half, and all of the aircraft debris started to fall and hit the ground around me and my brother. And that is when I woke up, and that's that great war in heaven. Okay, oh, Slakia, that's that great war in heaven uh, that is discussed. Okay, it is not Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, who is over the music industry in heaven, being kicked out. That is Christian horse shit. Okay, um, so we'll read that, and that'll be the video. I know it's Revelation. I just can't remember which one. Revelation 12. Okay, so we'll go to that, and then that'll be it. If I can get my stuff together. Revelation 12, 7 and 9, okay? And we'll read that, and again, that will be it. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, right? And the dragon, okay, we mentioned before, and it is in the video. You can go through the playlist that I'll link in the Learn and Study. That is a representation of Esau, Edom, okay? And he is in his heaven. He is in his rulership. And the heaven is the skies, okay? That is a battle between the chariots. It's not even really a battle. It's really just a show because the Lord he wants a big showing, right? Because it's not a battle. A battle would indicate that these devils ever stood a chance. Okay, so let's just go ahead and continue. And verse 8. And prevailed not, and neither were their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Remember, in Revelation 20, he went forth, he had a little season to go forth and deceive. All right, bear that in mind. Which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. All right, and now I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach, or anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused him before our power day and night, and they do. Okay, Esau is Jacob's brother, and they purposely put things, abominations, they purposely social engineer abominable acts and pollute the minds of our people, and then point the finger and say, look at your people, God. But they cannot, and they did not account for the remnant. Okay, they are carnal. This is a spiritual thing. This is a spiritual matter, and they did not account for the remnant that the Lord would hold blameless through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. So with that being said, I pray that you were edified. Shalom.